Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be talking about another question called post order traversal in binary tree, and this is what it looks like on HackerRank. So let's now get started with a brief overview of what a post order traversal should be. So starting from 1, so basically this is the order, that is left, right and then root. So here root is at the last. So we start from 1 as our root. Then we move to our left child, which is null in this case. So we will be moving to the right child. Again, there is no left child. So we keep on moving to the right child. Then here we have a left child, that is 3. Again, there is no left child of 3. So we move to the right child of 3, which is 4. Now, since there is no left child, we'll first print the right child, that is 4, and then the root, which is 3. So we went like this. Now, we won't directly be printing 5. We will be first printing the right child of 5. Because if root is equal to 5, root should be at the last. As you can see in this order, root should be at the last and a right child must be printed first. So 6 comes here. After we are done with 6, we'll be printing 5 because it's the root, and after that we'll move to 2 and then simply 1. So these are the roots which don't have anything on the left child. So let's now look at the code. So this will be our code: void post order node star root. So if the root is null, we'll simply return to the calling function, and if it is not null, then obviously we will be calling these two functions, that is root left and then root right, and of course at the end we'll be printing the data present in root. So let's now dry run this code for better understanding. So firstly, when we start from here, we'll be having our root as 1. When we start from here, we'll be having our root as 1. As you can see, I've written here. Next comes post order root left. Since there is no left child, so we will simply return to the calling function as the code says, and the calling function is obviously the root left. So it will return here and move to the next step. So post order root right, which is clearly there, which is 2 in our case. So when we call a post order on 2, it will pass into the function as root, and this block will be executed. So root is equal to 2 post order root left. Again, we don't have a left child, which is null, so we'll return to the calling function again. So we'll be returning to post order root left again, and then from there we'll resume and go to post order root right, as you can see over here, root right. So now our root will be equal to 5 because the right child of 2 is 5, and now it will be passed into the function again as the root. So root is equal to 5 and this block will be executed now. So post order root left. So as you can see, 5 has a left child, which is 3. Now that will be passed into the function as the root. So root is equal to 3. 3 does not have any left child. So again the same process continues. It will return from the place where it was called and resume. So post order root right, as you can see here. Now the right child of 3 is 4, which will be passed into the function again as root. So now this block will be executed. Since 4 does not have a left child, it will return to the same place over here and then resume. So post order root right. Again, in case of 4, there are no children, so it will return from here as well. So it will return from here as well and move to the next step, which is cout root data. So it will cout 4. So now 4 will be printed as our first integer. Now once this block is completed, once a block is completed, it will go back to the previous functions and resume all the steps that were not performed before. So now from here it will go back to this block, and as you can see, the cout function, the cout was not performed in this block. So here cout 3 will be printed. So as you can see, 4 was printed, then 3 was printed. Now you can say that this block is executed. So these two blocks are executed. Now from here we'll be coming to this function, this block rather. So here we directly went from root left, but the next step would be root right. Now here we have another block coming up. So from here, what is the right child of 5? The right child of 5 is 6. So this 6 will pass into the function again as the root. So root is equal to 6. Again, post order root left. So as you can see, 6 does not have any children and it will return to the calling function again. Here the statement says return and it will return to the calling function. That is, same step follows and it will go to the post order root right, which is also null. So it will return to the calling function again and move on to the next step, which is cout. So cout 6. So now 6 will be printed. So we can say that this block is completed. So first 4 was printed, then 3 was printed, then 6 was printed. Now from here we'll go back to this block again because it was not fully executed. Next here cout 5, because this is the step which was after post order root right. So after 6 we'll be printing 5. Now you can say that this block is fully executed. Now going back to the previous block, so these two functions are done. So cout 2. So after 5, 2 will be printed, and after once this block is fully executed, we'll go back to the previous one and say cout 1. So now 1 will be printed. So 4, 3, 6, 5, 2 and 1. And this is what our output should be. So I hope this was clear, and let's now code the solution. So let's now code the solution. So if root is null, that is if there is no root, there is nothing, then we'll simply return. Otherwise, we will pass the left child of root as we discussed. And the next step will be to pass the right child. And finally, so let us now run this code. So great, this is the test case that we just discussed, and both the outputs are same, so it has passed. Let's submit this.
So great. The code has worked, and here the main issue is of dry run, or the code is really small and very straightforward. So you don't really have to worry about this, but the logic is what really matters. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching.